So I'm writing tap border, which means it's the tapestry border, and then the name of the piece with Winter Opera written on there next to it. Sarah, do you want to start on teal stamp with me?
Sure.
Awesome. We're gonna start with white. White is one of the main colors in a paint mix. We'll start with white because it's easier to go darker than it is to go lighter. A lot of our less natural paints get overpowered really fast, so you kind of have to know what you're working with.
Right here we have the architecture drop, which is one of our main drops, if not the biggest. So it's a translucency, which is why you see all this gray happening right now. Gray is the most light blocking color that there is. When it is lit, the only thing that light will shine through is the sky and the windows. Once this gets painted, it'll look like the inside of Versailles. It is theater. We paint very dramatically. So like a line that's this skinny close up now needs to be that big. So it's just kind of like hyper emphasizing what you're looking at. The baby of the show, I would say. It's 3 tapestries all together. So all of these will be kind of wallpapered onto the walls.
We do things large scale, how it will look from 20 feet. When we kind of get into fine painting, it's how can we accomplish that from a close distance? How will it read? And how can we portray that it's a painted thing rather than an illusion to the eyes? There's a background, a foreground, and a midground. So as you go further into the background, you lose contrast, lose value. In our midground, we kind of gain a little bit more of those details. Once we start getting in like the foreground, so right where our eye is, right in front of us, you get more color, more contrast. You see more definition on leaves. You see more animals, maybe grass and other little plants. We have 4 different painters working on this right now, and we kind of break up into different niche parts of it. I'm on trunks, for instance. We have Delia who's on foliage, Kenzie who's doing water and animals. So it's all our different hands.
The difference in hands that we have, like none of us paint the same.
We're all just hanging out, and then every once in a while I'll call over my shoulder and go, hey Clara, hey Max, trade off, you come do this now.
You make sure that people are moving around. It's like you're working on this today, now you're working on that tomorrow, this person's picking up where you left off. So the hands keep overlapping each other.
I learn how Delia paints, how her hand works. I learn how Clara's hand works. And when I jump in on something that they've put their hand on, it's kind of a way for me to learn, engage, like playing off their motifs and creating something that is uniform, something that we create together.
I'm using 2 brushes. One of them is solely water and one of them is solely paint, so that it's kind of easier for me to control. We're painting it a lot like a watercolor. We're now at the point of adding definition into our painting, but it's still a very thin, watery thing.
If you held up a tapestry like section viewed, you would see the ridges of it. So how do you implement that into paint?
In real life, if this was an actual tapestry on a wall, these would be made with a loom. But right now, we're just painting it to have a very watercolory look to kind of give the illusion of the layers of the fabric, the illusion of shadows that like the loom thread would cause because it's a textured woven surface.
That opera was an extraordinarily challenging opera, just like trying to like get the perspective right, getting the initial drawing right, and then managing the composition to, have that illusion of diving upstage.
It's a coffered ceiling with perspective. That's been a big part of this show. What we do is find the physical vanishing point in the shot and screw it like a screw down where that is and tie a string to it and just carry it caveman style. And it works. Opening night's on Friday, and it's Tuesday. So I'm excited. The show looks amazing. My team just knocked it out of the park. I'll be coming in at some point tomorrow to finish up some little touches. I was very nervous going into it. There were some moments there where I thought I wasn't going to be able to handle it, but I have a really good, really strong, supportive team, and I'm just blown away. It's absolutely stunning. I feel like I grew a lot doing this.
Why I chose to do something like this is to work with other people and to just see our art come together.
Getting to hang out with really cool people makes it worth being here all the time.
I just love the community of it. It's like one big family.
We get to have a collaborative experience that I feel like you don't get outside of theater necessarily.
It's made me a better artist, it's made me a better person, and it's made me a lot more grateful for graduating with this being my final show.
I make sure to communicate to them. It's about bringing the collective together. Many hands.